Hi everybody! Welcome to our next piano lesson. My name is Miss Emily with EBN Music, and I'm so excited that you have joined me today. We're going to learn a song from Hamilton. Who knows Hamilton? Before we get started, just a few things that I wanted to mention. So I am going to be starting this live on a new day. So we're going to start doing these on Tuesday instead of Thursday, but same time, Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And we're not going to do a lesson next week. So there's no lessons next week, but we will resume on the 23rd of August, 2022. And that's a Tuesday. So Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Be sure that you subscribe to the channel so you know exactly when a live lesson will be, or you can just watch these later. That's totally fine. Okay, so today let's get started with talking about aliens. Who believes in aliens? Okay, I admit, I don't believe in aliens, but which is interesting because I do use aliens a lot in my teaching. So, aliens, you can look in a previous video, I did a voice lesson about using the alien sound. Wow, like this really nasally voice. Well, today we're going to talk about aliens, but in a different way on the piano, and we're going to learn You'll Be Back from Hamilton, the chorus, the hook of it, and we're going to learn it just a little bit differently. So before I discuss the alien part, let's talk about the piano. A lot of people think that the piano is only a solo instrument, especially kids when they're first taking lessons. But as you can see while I was talking, the piano was playing, right? So that means it can be something called a rhythm instrument. So a rhythm instrument is kind of like the drums or the bass guitar. They usually don't have solos. They just are in the background of the band and they provide the foundation. So the piano can also be that. The piano can be a rhythm instrument. Like that. I'm not really playing a solo. I'm just playing little bumps here. Sounding familiar? So the piano today is going to be treated as a rhythm instrument. Okay, so now let's talk about this alien thing. Okay, are you ready? So here's our piano, and before I talk about the alien thing, I just want to play. I'm gonna play we're gonna play the rhythm for You'll Be Back, and then I'll explain why we do it this way, how it came to be this way or whatever, and what it has to do with aliens. Okay, so here we go. Ready? You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. And then he does the da 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 da. Okay, if you are observant, you might have noticed that my right hand basically did the same thing, except with one part where I just moved my finger up to that black key and then back down. Okay, I just played in the place where aliens live. And if you know that place, it's called Area 51. Area 51 is where they think the aliens, I don't know, something to do with aliens. Well, in music, we have an Area 51. So let's talk about that. Okay, so what I did here is I wrote the scale for You'll Be Back. G, A, B, C, D. As long as we know where G is, so let's review. So remember, this is Grandma's house. Grandma has a front door and a back door. And who lives inside but Grandma? So G is right here. G is our number 1. Okay, so when we talk about Area 51, we're looking at this 5 and then the 1 in parentheses. Notice there's 2 1s here. Well, they're both G's. That's why they're called 1. This one's in parentheses because it's a higher 1. So area 51 is the 5 and the top 1 of a scale. And in this scale, it's D and G. So my right hand stayed on D in the doghouse and G in Grandma's house. So if we tried that, so now all of the rest of these notes are going to be played with our left hand. So let me put this here for now. So let's get in area 51 where the aliens live. And your right hand is going to start here on the G, because that's Grandma's house, right? And what we're going to do with the left hand is just go up each note like this, just like that. Okay. But at the same time, we're going to be playing our area 51. So it's going to sound like, whoops, sorry. Like that. The area 51 in the right hand, every time I played that, it sounded correct, right? It sounded correct with each of these bass notes. So that's what we're going to do. That is called area 51. You can find area 51 of any scale. You just find the 5th note and then the top note, the 1, like that. Okay, so now you're going to see in blue, these are the numbers that we play for You'll Be Back, okay? So all of the numbers are with the left hand, this hand. So the 1 stands for the G, and then these are slashes, like slashes. So that means how many times or how long I hold it out. And then the slashes are for while I'm bumping the right hand. So if I see a 1 slash 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 1 slash 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 7 slash 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 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1. Sorry, hit the wrong note there. So there you go. That's what that means. So we're going to practice. So you've got 1, the top 1, 1 7 4, and then 2 and 5 are quick. So you've got 1 2 3 4 7 2 3 4 4 2 3 4 2 5 1. This sign means we're going to go back and repeat it. Okay, so let's try that pattern. Just kind of watch me. You can follow along. 1 dun, 7. We're going to 4 4. And then 2 2 5 1 again. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 like that. So that might be enough. If I was teaching, that might be enough for one lesson. So let's try that with the area 51. So in your right hand, find our area 51. And then here's our 1 note. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You remember that I served you well. By the way, I'm sorry if I get the words wrong. And I just noticed I think my piano is moving the camera, so sorry about that. Okay, now really quickly, if you want a challenge, now really that's probably enough to practice. I would probably just stick with that for a lesson with you guys, with the student. So if your child is watching, I would just stick with that. But if you're curious and want to learn more, maybe you can come back to this video later and learn more. We have our second line here where he goes, oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. Now, notice I did that 4 in a different color. So the person who wrote this musical, Lin-Manuel Miranda, decided that he wanted to change this 4. Okay, so the 4 is C, right? Here's our area 51, C. Okay, now the 4 changed because our 4 note is C, right? Here's our C chord. All right, so what he did is instead of doing the C chord, he changed this middle note and changed it to minor. So instead of C major, major means happy, he changed it to minor, just changed 1 key there. So if we were to change this, what we're going to do, notice my right hand. I'm almost in C scale, right? I just got to move this finger here. Like that. So you got oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. Like that. and then it can go regular. Okay, so let's try those left hand there on 6, 1, 4, 4. Okay, so you got 6, 1, 4, 4. That 4 stays the same. It's the right hand area 51 that changes. Nice job. And then let's try it with area 51. So we're starting with 6. Dun, dun, dun. And dun, dun. We have seen each other through it all. And when push. And then now you've got the 6. So we're on the last line. 6, 1, 4. Now this one, I have a straight line here. That just means for area 51, we're going to hold it. And I should have put, we held it there too. I should have put the straight line there too. So we're going to hold area 51. So the slashes are the area 51 part, right? Okay, the alien part. All right, so it's got 6, 6, 1, 4, 2, 5. Sorry, there you go. So it's 4, 2, 5, 1. That's a lot like the first part, right? So you see how that section's exactly the same there. It just changed there a little bit. So let's try that last line. It's 6, 1, 4, 2, 5. 6, 1, 4, 2, 5, 1. And then you go back to the beginning there. Hey guys, we did it. So I'm going to try to sing the words. I'm not going to get the words right, and I'm so sorry. I never get the words right. Okay. Let's see if I can I wish there was a good way for me to set this. Probably a way would have been to share my screen, most likely. That's okay. You can just follow me. I'll actually, you know what? I will put the chords and the area 51 info in the description. So there you go. Look in the description for the order of the numbers here. Okay, so here we go. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember how I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. And I'm kind of repeating. We didn't learn the da 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 da, but it's kind of partly the same. So there you go. I worked kind of fast there to learn all of that, but yeah, here we go. Area 51, the alien. So the reason it's called Area 51 because that's the 5 and 1. So if you can find the 5 and the 1 in any scale, just put your right hand there. That's its home. That's your alien home there. And in You'll Be Back, you've got that good like bump, bump, bump part. So that's why I wanted to teach it this way, is because instead of as a solo, you can actually play along with King George there while he sings. I believe this is in the same scale. So if you play along with him, you'll be able to do it. So remember, go slow. When kids are learning this, if I were teaching your child in a private lesson, we would do this much slower. We would take some time to learn the scale and to practice this very first line here, because it can be hard to get your bearings on the piano sometimes when you're first learning. So be patient and you'll get it. Okay, guys, that is all for today. If I can answer any questions, put them in the comments. And then remember, just as a reminder, no lessons next week. We're going to resume on August 23rd, which is a Tuesday. We're going to start doing these on Tuesday. My Thursdays just got a little bit busy, so I'm changing these to Tuesday. All right, guys, it was great to see you today, at least like not visually, but hopefully you are watching this later. So if you have any questions, if there's another song that your child wants to learn or you want to learn, or if you're a child watching, what song are you listening to? What do you want to learn? Let me know. All right, this is goodbye. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody, and I will see you on August 23rd. Bye.